Hello everybody, it's James again. So here is my little streetcar barn layout that I've been building. It's got two live tracks and one display track. This is purely just for storing cars on, because I am building a streetcar layout. And it's going to be powered from where the barn is. Of course, it's on a 2x4 section of wood. I'm going to show you how it works. So first we have track 3 over here. This is the longest. And I have a Lionel switch over here wired up. Now I'm going to show you something cool about these plastic switches in a moment when the streetcar goes over it. Now, normally when a car goes over this, or if it tries, it'll derail because this is locked in place unless you hit the lever. But when we give it some juice, alright, here it comes. Let's take a peek, and boom, just like that. As the car has run over the switch, it automatically switches back, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to make it run back now. So yeah, the way that you wire these switches up so that way they can switch automatically to prevent derails is right here. These two pins have to be insulated pins. Now these usually come with a little plastic one, so you put one here and you put one here. And the rest of these have regular pins in them. So once you've done that, you're pretty much good to go. And whenever you run your car over them, or engine or rolling stock, it'll automatically flip back over like that. And yes, it does work in the opposite direction as well. So also, this is a new streetcar that I've recently purchased. This is a Lionel 8404 San Francisco car. Now, I have actually been to San Francisco, but I've never ridden the streetcars or the cable cars, which is kind of ironic. But I really like how this one is. This one is actually on top of an old post-war chassis, which is very nice. I don't really like the big fat bumpers that this usually comes with, and also the trolley pole is a lot smaller. It's like almost that big in comparison. This is what a regular one looks like. It looks a lot better this way in my opinion. So let's switch it on to the other track, and here she goes. And there she sits. Now, as I said before, this little function works the same way going the other direction. So let's just switch the pole around and start back the other way. Oop. And just like that, switch back over. So now let's just run it all the way back again. And no, there's no bumper on the end of this track, which I need to put one there so that way it can actually turn back the other way automatically. I'll say another thing I like about this streetcar, aside from the colors, because I love green, green's one of my favorite colors, is the painted figurines in this one. They're actually a lot more detailed than the original Lionel streetcar inserts. So there it is. So, and yes, I will show this one running around as well. So let's take this off here, put him there, put it here, slide this one back a little bit, and here they go. Now, of course, this is a 100% original Lionel trolley from the 1950s, so it doesn't run as smoothly or as quietly as this one does. Oh dear, there we go. But it still works. And I love it, because it was my first O-gauge trolley that I ever got. And yes, it'll still do the same thing as shown here, like that. And there it's sitting, and we'll just flip it around like that. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, yeah, I think I'll just let it go back to the second track real quick. And there we go. So yeah, my two Lionel streetcars running on my bench work for my car barn. Hopefully in the next video the car barn will actually be finished. I don't plan on filming the build process for this. I'll definitely take pictures, but I don't think I'm going to film this one just because it's a lot easier. I'm just only going to be really putting up cardboard sides to it, and then maybe putting a wood inner frame to it. Because I do intend to take this to train shows. That's the main point of me building this layout, because it's in a modular section. There's 3 sections to it. There's the barn, and then there's the main line, and then the loop. Essentially, the cars will start at the barn, they'll go down the main line, go through a loop, return back onto the main line, and then there'll be either a turntable or a secondary loop that they can come back on facing the other way, or just a siding, just doink, go back the other way, doink, and go back again. And then when I'm done with that specific car, it'll go back into the barn. So yeah, hope to see all you guys in the next one, and keep trolleying on.